Welcome to Project Diehard Mission Monday Update. My name is Sue Roskoff, and I'm an ambassador here with Project Diehard. And you better stick around because there's a lot coming up tonight. All the updates, all the things going on, and and I'm sure we'll have some stories to share along the way, and you don't want to miss it. First up, though, you know how this starts. If you've been around for any length of time at all, you know you get the privilege of hearing from the founder himself. Brian Gibson is here to give those updates. And I know there's a lot going on, so I'm excited to hear what we get to find out today. Brian, come on in. And how are you today?
Oh, sister, I am blessed. God is moving mountains.
Moving mountains indeed.
Big time mountains. And I'm loving it.
Awesome. That's what I like to hear. That is the way to start. So let's I'm excited for the meat and potato. I just had some potatoes, but I'm excited for the meat and potatoes of this now.
Okay. Hey, where's our QR code that's supposed to be up in the corner?
It's coming. I'll bring it right up.
I purposely moved my slides so that QR code. There you go. That's the right one. Wait, no, that's filled again. There you go. Donate. Save a bet. All right, guys, here's the praise report. First Wednesday of the month was last Wednesday, December 3rd. We had 40 veterans show up for volunteer breakfast. Hey, yeah, wait a minute. No, that's not going to work.
Okay, let's go with this one.
There we go.
I like that. 40.
Yeah. 40.
Woo!
Still not the record. The record's 42.
Oh, so close. That's good.
Oh, I love it. 4 first-time veteran visitors. That's the number I track. Okay. But the bean counters, it cost Die Hard $496.89. Praise God to senior helpers for helping with this breakfast. Donations received was $32. Do you see the despair there?
Yeah, we need help. Thank goodness for senior helpers, but we need more help. This is a growing ministry, outreach, whatever term you want. It's all the things. It's beautiful what's going on here, and we need more help because it's succeeding. This is awesome.
Yeah, well, for the breakfast, I normally don't care where a veteran comes from when we do events, as long as they find hope, right? But I did take notice this breakfast. About 80% of our veterans that come regularly travel all the way from Illinois down to us. That means they cross a river, right, to do this fellowship breakfast.
Wow.
We share it out everywhere. Hey, this is what we're doing. I'm just wondering why I don't get more veterans from Western Kentucky.
Actually, I'm going to be curious at some point if you have a year-end total. Is that what we'll hit that one in January? Maybe we can find out how many. Because I think you had new every month.
We have. I will have to get another teammate to collaborate all those numbers. But again, folks, I'm just the founder and president. Okay? I report what's reported to me. I check and I verify, but it's like all the in-person places I go, everybody goes, so what do you do? I save veterans' lives. What do you do? I go, what? That's what I do. Okay, brothers and sisters, veterans, The demons are loud this time of year. I've been screaming it every day on social media. Check your vet. Look, the Fellowship Breakfast, that's a die-hard sponsored event. But see, now we have a community partner that wants to help. So, every Friday, if you're in the Paducah area, you can come by Meredith Family Grind at their downtown location. The address is right there. And you tell them we sent you, you get 15% off your order. Okay? Now, you can't make it there. I understand. 2 posts, Men's Weekly. You can find that information on our website. That's just like what we do with this podcast, but they do that every week for male veterans. Sisters, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Speak of the devil.
I don't know if he wants to be referred that way, but
Yeah.
Can I bring him in right away?
Yeah, bring him in. Well, look, brother, we were just talking about you.
You don't say. It wasn't Devil Talk, was it?
No, it was your Men's Weekly event. You want to elaborate a little bit on that?
Yeah, of course. Men's Weekly is just an experience where men are able to come together in a virtual fellowship experience on Zoom, where men typically have trouble opening up. They won't have any trouble in this experience, well, because everyone on the journey there is falling forward. We get rid of all that pretentious, hypocritical, judgmental exercise that is in most fellowship experiences today in person, and allow you to come from the comfort of wherever you're at. With your phone, like I'm tapping in today, the computer. So come join us. Don't be isolated. That's when the demons are the loudest.
Yep. Again, folks, it's teamwork that makes the dream work. This is how it all works. Oh, look, I am not special. I am a nobody in this world. I'm putting this out because this is come on to me. To all those veteran podcasters and social media and all the ministers and everything that we reach out to. I don't want 15 minutes of fame. That's not why I do this. I do this for the glory of God and to save my brothers and sisters' lives. If you're going to come to Project Die Hard for fame or fortune, I got some bad news for you. We don't do that here. We're not a place to, oh, look what I did. No, I don't do anything without the grace of God. Every day. I just threw that in there because that's something that's on my heart is, look, I'm nothing special. I'm just a sinner saved by grace. Oh, looky what we got happening this Saturday. Hook's Event has donated a booth to us at the Community Christmas, December 13th, here in Paducah, at Bob's Drive-In. If you're in Western Kentucky and you don't know of Bob's Drive-In, why are you living under a rock?
So it'll be easy to find.
Can't miss it. Well, on that note, we need some help. We've been blessed, but we need help. We have to set up the booth, man the booth, and break the booth down. Let us know if you want to help. We'll use all the help we can get. Don't think that, oh, I can't do nothing. No, there's something you can do. Then on the 20th, the third Saturday of the month, the Die Hard facility drive. There's a lot of work to be done. In the meeting this morning, why do we do it on the third Saturday of the month? So people can plan to travel.
You can count on it happening. Just show up. It's going to happen.
Yeah. Somebody from Die Hard will be there to open the door, welcome you, give you a tour, and show you what needs done. Quit asking us, oh, what are we going to be doing?
Something. Show up, you'll find out.
Yeah.
We're not wasting your time. You'll be able to fit in no matter how it shakes out.
Yeah, it's not a waste of time, trust me. But there is so much that needs to be done up there. I could do a telethon just on what needs to be done. Here you go. The cans are out. We're building a motorcycle. Right? It's going to be built by veterans, toured by veterans, then raffled off so we can build more facilities. There's no codes to scan, just cans out in the community. Or you can freeze this frame, blow it up, and walk into any Paducah Bank branch and say Die Hard 1, and they know what you're talking about. Or there's a wiring thing there where you can see where you can wire right to the Die Hard 1 bill. You can send a check or money order, make it out to projectdiehard.org. Attention Die Hard 1. That gets mailed to the address right down there. Right? You are going to be able to follow this build on our outreach partner on the Mark TV, Nonprofit TV, Easy Way TV, and the Disability Channel. Those logos you see at the bottom all have cans in them.
Nice.
The main can in Southern Illinois is at Southpaw Bar and Grill over there in Murfreesboro. They got the really big one. So go fill up a can. Build a motorcycle. Give hope to veterans. Let them learn a new skill. It's that time of year. Check your vet. Like, follow, share, subscribe. That's how we grow. You got questions, we got answers. So, there's the update.
Awesome. So I wanted to ask about last Wednesday then with the breakfast. Any stories or anything that came from that you can share? Any successes?
Yeah, I got a real good one. I sat down with a first timer. A couple came in. They actually had an appointment with the VA. And so they were coming to IHOP just to have a breakfast. Saw the big signs, like, wow, cool. We can come check this out.
Nice.
They sat down, they began to, and of course, it's awkward when you first come in because, you don't know anybody. And so, our I don't want to say our because I don't live there, but, we had our one political candidate
Mm.
present, having a conversation. Let the brothers have a conversation. Let me go check them out real quick. So they began to tell me the story about how they were, their son's also a vet, and how they were having communication with him. They had their uncle and his uncle involved. They had, all these people involved, and they're interceding for him. They're coming to support him. And 30 minutes after they got off the phone with him, he took his life, and they got the call. And this is the reason why this exists. Who do you get to tell that to that actually, understands, really? Like there's so much heaviness that came with that. But by the time they left, they were all kinds of excited. And I'll never forget that beloved woman. She hugged me like I hugged a guy, and I conversely hugged her like she was my mother. And we must have embraced 6 or 7 times before she left. And they were definitely encouraged to come back and to share the message with their fellow veterans in and around town. That was pretty cool.
That was outstanding.
Yeah.
My big story was I was having a discussion with Drew Williams. Right? He came. Got a report today that he actually put up 6 of those check your vet big 11x17s I gave him. Yes.
Nice.
But that conversation was going great. To that individual that interrupted a conversation to ask Project Die Hard to pay you money for you to help our mission, and then you got offended when I said we don't do that, I do forgive you. You know who you are. I'm not going to put your name out here. I'm not going to put your company out here. But I will say, shame needs to be. Brother, help me out here, man.
Kick rocks, just don't fall and die.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what it felt like anyway.
Yeah.
Get foe, and God bless you.
Yeah, that was
bold, to say the least. Whoa.
Very bold. And not only that, but we had Sister Jess there, right, from Senior Helpers with her little man. And this fellow thought it was great to just go ahead and slide up in there and yeah.
Look, I got it. He's got to make a living.
Sure.
I got it. But there's a time and a place. I don't, on the fellowship breakfast, if you come and ask me a direct question, I'll give you a direct answer. But that breakfast is for veterans to fellowship, to support one another. When there's a discussion going, you have no idea what that discussion could be entailing. And that could be a discussion where I'm talking a veteran down from that edge. Their first time coming to the breakfast, and we're talking because that's what the purpose of our events are. And we're talking. And then you want to butt in?
Somebody's not getting it.
It takes all kinds, right?
Yeah.
That's the challenge too. Like with this being a real veteran nonprofit, like we're not St. Tom, Dick, and Harry world of nonprofit where, we're gonna woo woo and woo woo all over the place. No, there's guardrails. Go ahead and set them. Don't come in the fence and play. Come in the fence and play. Otherwise, Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the morning meeting. Sue, before the show, you said you didn't hear it because you had to go put a squirrel in a freezer. Don't ask me why, guys. I don't know why.
Welcome to my world, but yeah. Yep.
That's your world, okay. But Sarah, you've met her. She's been on the podcast. I don't know why she's not here now. We'll have to figure that one out for next week. But if you see my social media post, my private one, she tagged me. She lost one of her veterans, somebody she served with, yesterday to the demon. Before the show, we were talking. Look, I don't ask me why my brothers and sisters are killing themselves. I'm not concerned about why. I'm concerned that they are. Okay? I've never been a quote unquote talker. I've always been a doer. That's just my nature. We don't talk about fixing a problem, we fix the problem. I am not saying that I have all the answers or my team has all the answers. But being a combat medic, saved by God's grace, I know what my brothers and sisters need. I can't stress that enough. If you have an idea, I want to hear it. My team wants to hear it. Sue has always been nice enough to take calls and stuff. And then when I get emails, hey, your team hasn't responded, I just want to reply, I guess you didn't make the cut. That's what they're there for. If you're serious about helping veterans and you want my time, I'll spend it with you. Josh can attest to that. He said, I want to come see what you're doing. I said, okay, when?
Yep. So-and-so. See you there. Yeah, so for those of you that are close and that are wanting to take a look and put your boots on the ground there, it's definitely worth the visit. You know, we got to understand, you know, some of you are so far away that you can't do anything. Well, you can pray. You know, some of you so far away, you're never going to step foot in Illinois or Kentucky. You can pray. You can share the mission.
Mm-hmm.
You can patron the mission. Heck, you can volunteer for certain things from afar. God's given you skills. Yeah, look at Sue. Chief ambassador, man. I'm telling you what. Up in Coldville.
Yeah.
You don't look that cold, though.
I have a blanket on my lap.
Excellent.
But it's not the heated blanket.
It's not the heated one. I've not got broken down to that yet, but I'm close.
Yeah. But if you're near, you know, yeah, come out of the woodwork. If you know veterans, if you are a veteran, you know, head over to the website. There's a page to volunteer. There's a form. You fill out the form. We'll get in touch. Simple as that.
It is just that simple.
Mm-hmm.
So, Josh, when was the first time you got to step foot on the property?
What was that now? 4 months ago? Maybe 6? No. I don't know. It feels like it's been longer than that. Somewhere between 4 and 6 months ago.
I gotta say, I don't remember because
We fall forward here, so
yeah,
it's dudes.
like that was yesterday. What are we
Mhm.
gonna do today? What's happening tomorrow?
So, well, what
Yeah.
was your first impression when you stepped foot there? How?
Yeah,
What?
well, it's funny. I actually shared this on that first podcast, but I appreciate the opportunity to elaborate on it because so when the favor of God shows up, right, and doors open, you don't really know until you go stand in the door frame and inspect it. What kind of a door it is, what kind of a blessing it is. So when I came to the property, I obviously saw the aerial footprint, the flyover and whatnot. So I had to get some kind of topographical lay of the land there, know what direction I'm pointing. But to actually put the boots on the ground and to see potential, it was just amazing. That the Father would give such a nice piece of land, with so much room for growth. Whether the building's neither here nor there, because again, we're men. I'd be cool camping, frankly, but that particular piece of land, and it's kind of amazing actually. We walked all around the perimeter of the body of water there. We talked about all the potential that exists, the plans that are in place. Seeing the facilities where, tables set up, ready to go. Bring in, partners to do what they do with veterans. Obviously, there was a lot of because it can't house the veterans just yet, which is why the big push, right? The end of the year is get 96 more of you at $22 a month. That will help roll us forward into actually making that facility habitable, like full. It's habitable, but according to code and whatnot, the legal way. We don't want to do things for the kingdom and like how do you say it, Brian? It's nothing but the best, and
Yeah.
God's always provided His best, and He'll continue to do so. But yeah, it was absolutely amazing. And so, the pictures don't do it justice. The flyover doesn't do it justice. And get you on the phone and walk you around. It doesn't do it justice. So if you're anywhere in the vicinity, put it on your calendar. Come out. You'd be kind of impressed, actually. Especially now that we got signage up, huh?
Somewhat.
Some signage up.
Some signage up. We
Yes.
still got a lot more to put up. Hence, hey, December 20th, if you're not doing anything. Wait, we pulled that out, didn't I? Oh, I didn't put that in there. Crossroads Lawn and Garden, they're helping the mission.
Mhm.
They are collecting bags of concrete for us.
Oh, yes.
They have a pallet at their store that when you take a bag of Quickcrete down to give to the mission, they will stack it on the pallet. And when they reach what we need, they're going to call us, and then we'll figure out how to get it up to the fob.
Nice. Any updates there? How's it going?
I think we have 5 bags as of the last report.
We got a few to go.
A few.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, that's an easy one. Anyone who's in the vicinity, this stuff's not that expensive. There's an easy way to make a difference in a hurry. If you just want to make a one-time donation, call them up. Make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Speaking of Club 22, huh?
Well, even that. South Club 22. Southpaw Bar and Grill in Murfreesboro. Veteran owned. I didn't know that until I went up and met with them about hosting the master can for the Die Hard build. But met the owner, a veteran, ate some lunch, fellowshipped. Good food, good people. They're joining the mission as a Club 22 member. So Club 22, let me remind everybody, on the 22nd of the month, You go and you see the restaurants listed on our website, and you go and eat there. Tell them we sent you. And then they do more for the mission.
Mhm.
Not that hard.
That is so straightforward. So y'all have phones, right? Put a reminder on there for the 22nd. Every 22nd, say eat with Club 22. And you got your choice. You got the list is growing of options you're gonna have. So you know, you can do someplace different every time if you like. Or if you're in love with the one thing that you got from what was the name of the place you just said?
Southpaw Bar and Grill.
Southpaw Bar and Grill. If you found your favorite meal ever there, go every month on the 22nd and love what you're having while you support the mission. How hard is that? That's pretty awesome.
And again, that program is not just Southern Illinois or Western Kentucky. We are building a facility in every state. That program was strictly developed for the food service industry to support the mission. Because the members that are there and before COVID, when we set it all up, they were asking, what can we do? We're just a restaurant.
Well, good thing you asked because we got ideas.
Well, no, this was all developed before COVID, the whole guidelines and all that. This is nothing new to me. This was all done years ago, but COVID shut it all down, and I just hadn't put the effort into bringing it back up. Well, now God has put that and said, hey, it's time for this to come back alive. Okay.
Uh-oh. Cluing into something there.
You never know when they're going to call in.
Right. He's always paying attention.
That's the thing about vets. Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. Much rather you be embarrassed as all hell, but you be alive. You reach out.
Yeah.
Any issues that you're in the middle of, it's a temporary thing. It may feel like everything right at the moment, but it's all temporary. It's just now. That you got to get to tomorrow, and then things will be different. And that might not be done dealing with whatever the crap is. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's normal. That's fine.
I will never forget the story of Matthew, who you met. Speaking of our visit to the FOB, not you, Sue, obviously, but hopefully one day. Matthew will be back up here probably at the turn of the year. It was amazing. It's a Marine Corps and Army veteran. His brothers had his whole team blown up on the demo range.
Oh.
Not wartime, mind you. I know it's about all I'm going to say about it, and you can let the demon potential unfold from there. So that afflicted him for the longest time. And when he began this journey with me about 3 years ago, when God started really knocking on our door, he was in such a dark place. It was just so dark. But every time he would get isolated and on the edge, either God would tell me to pick up the phone and call him, or God would tell him to pick up the phone and call me. Now, fast forward, he's been through developing his disciplines. As far as Men's Weekly, anyway, we teach study, prayer, fasting, fellowship, and service. 5 core disciplines. If you don't have this in your life, this enemy is going to bowl you over. Just a fact. Because, power, love, and discipline requires discipline. And so we were just talking about this the other day. It took him probably 4 to 5 months, maybe 3 to 5 months, somewhere there, to actually feel a difference. The little things you do, it's the consistency, right? It's the faithfulness. It's showing up. But now looking back after 3 years, having called that brother off the bed upon which he sat at the hotel room with his beautiful 45 sitting in his lap, ready to go in his mouth. Now he's sitting with everything he needs, complete freedom, and unattached to any locale. This man is now well prepared to go do the work for the kingdom of God. But 3 years ago, I thought, what a piece of, what good for nothing. And so there's some stigma out there when you see veterans that are struggling with things. You understand they're just people too, right? They're blood bought like everyone else. We don't have no other path around that. So when you see a veteran, particularly if you see a homeless veteran in your community, like, get off your high horse and go over there and shed some.
Oh, well, hold on. Speaking of this, look who popped in!
Woohoo!
What's up, team?
Good to
How are we
see
doing this
you.
evening? Yeah, sorry for interrupting.
No, brother, you're not interrupting.
Nice, I appreciate it. How's everyone?
Fabulous.
Yeah, outstanding. No, I was just listening, Josh, about what you guys are doing, and yeah, I was honestly looking to really just join the conversation. I do have things I can talk about as far as the organization, but really just whatever we can do to build vets up, in the faith.
You want to remind everybody who you are and what is Mapped Manhood?
Yeah, sure. I appreciate it, Susan. Yeah, so I am the co-founder and chairman of Mapped Manhood Inc. I am currently I serve as a Army captain in the United States Army. I'm a logistician, and to probably Brian's disappointment a little bit, him being an NCO, but no, yeah, we started Mapped Manhood about 2 years ago. It's myself, another Army captain, and then as co-founders, and then we have one other. Is actually my wife. She's prior service as well. She was an E6 before she got out. But yeah, so I guess we're a vet-led, faith-based nonprofit organization looking to build men up in the faith, and we do it through really the principles and skills of land navigation as the themes, and then guiding men through the different periods in their life as God has assigned to them, whether they are fathers, brothers, sons, leaders, etc. So yeah, so that's what we do, and we're moving along. We're a strong group of 3 right now, but that's okay because we're just doing a lot of building in the background right now. That's kind of the gist, though. Yeah.
Well, again, brother, as I always tell everybody, when 2 or more are gathered, right?
Yeah, he's there, and
that's just like, during the podcast. Yeah, brother, you're always welcome to the podcast. Save that link. That's the link.
No,
if you can make it on, man. We have discussions all the time.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about, well, if you heard, Sarah, one of the teammates, she lost her veteran yesterday. Okay. Last week, yeah, okay, guys, I didn't put the number out last Friday because you know what? It doesn't seem to be doing anything, so why waste the time? I will tell you about the one that really bothered me last week. Barry Bull, you've seen him on social media. I've shared his stuff a little bit. One of his veterans texted his family a black picture and then went up to the VA and ended his own life. I'm going to roll back to the earlier conversation. I don't care why they're doing it. It has to stop.
Yeah. To me, so I've got a brother right now, a brother in arms. He doesn't follow Jesus. Lord willing, he will. But he was a former NCO of mine, and he's struggling. Right, he's going through a divorce right now. He got out. He's fine. He's getting supported by the. I think he has 100%, but he's on these meds that it's really difficult to talk to him. He's on one alcoholic meds because he's suffering from some alcoholism. There's also anti-seizure medication that he's on, and then there's like another antidepressant or anti-anxiety medication that he's on. So literally, I can only talk to him certain times of the day because the anti-seizure medication makes him so sleepy. And then when I can talk to him, he's just everywhere. And then, but when I served with him, he was not like that. Like he was not so scattered to the point that he can't keep a single train of thought. And I pray for him all the time, and I try to coach him and do what I can. But it's very difficult to talk to him when his mind is just somewhere else, and he always relapses back to our time when we served together. But part of it is trying to get him to move forward, right? But yeah, so I have one I'm very close with right now, and I know he's had ideations in the past, and I've gave him your number, Brian. It's just
No,
Lord's time, whenever he reaches out,
Again, brother, what you're describing, if he's 100%, that means somewhere along the line he got wounded, right?
Give or take. It's a little bit different now, Brian. It's a little bit different now. There's a lot of guys getting out. A lot of guys and gals getting out for really behavioral health. They call it behavioral health, right? Issues, and they are, whether it be it could be PTSD, but it could have been from like a female soldier who was maybe raped.
Whatever you move, Brian, move it back.
Me?
Yeah, you reached up and you moved something, and that echo came in.
How about now?
Sounds amazing now.
Okay, great, thank you. So it could be, for instance, Brian, a female who was possibly raped in the barracks. That female suffers for PTSD, and then she will get out in that way. Now, if you call that wounded, I agree with you, right? Obviously, but
wounded is wounded, brother. How it happened is a totally different thing. Okay, but what I'm saying is, on the medical side, because you said he can recall every moment when you served together before all this.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, like it was yesterday.
Okay. A traumatic event will cause that. Okay. My son has a traumatic brain injury from an IED. Okay. He can recall everything before that time. Now his short-term memory is shot.
Interesting.
Okay. So yeah. And for the longest time, I had to fight with the VA, and because the meds they were giving him, he was a zombie. He was literally sitting in a chair drooling.
Yeah. And I asked him if he's drunk. He's like, no, it's my meds. It's literally my meds. It's making me slur like this.
Yeah. Again, brother, I can't force anybody to reach out to me.
Yeah.
Okay. And I won't force any veteran to come to a facility and enroll in a resident program. They're going to want the help.
It's just like with the church. Sorry to segue here, but you know how I do. It's like, hey, come to church, come to church, come to church. And we forget all the time. No one can come to me except the Father draws him. So you can do a lot more for your veterans. Obviously, this isn't just for you, Richard, but like we could do a lot more for our veterans by simply praying for them, interceding for them.
Yep.
Allow that yoke to break just enough so they can hear the Father drawing them in. Like, hey, look, come on in. It's not what you think it is. It's freedom. When they realize they're in a cage, man, they want nothing but freedom by whatever means.
Again, that's what our events are for. That's what our facilities are for. Okay. If a veteran comes to a fellowship breakfast, we don't sit there and preach to them. Nope. They sit, they talk to each other. Now, is the Holy Spirit there? You bet your sweet bippy. Is the Holy Spirit working in that room every month? Because, yeah, I'm up to like 3 that I know for a fact that they come to that breakfast, and that's the only time they leave their house every month.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That speaks volumes.
Yeah, that's the whole premise of Die Hard here is hope for veterans.
Yeah.
To the people that I offend because I'm only helping veterans, get over it.
Do y'all ever have anyone preach them the gospel while they were there? At least you could preach the gospel in like 5 minutes. Maybe, you know what I mean? To at least where they hear the gospel.
Oh,
So there's some people that's never even received, at least, they had never even received it.
I got it. And plenty of
faith comes through
veterans,
hearing, right?
plenty of veterans have heard the gospel at our breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't stand up in front of the whole group and do it. When a veteran says, hey, you got a minute to talk? To me, that is God setting the table. That's God setting the table right there. So now it's a one-on-one. Hey, brother. Hey, sister. So you want to talk? What do you want to talk about? What is it?
Mm-hmm.
And that leads to the gospel.
Yeah.
Okay. That leads to them knowing that I've sat where they're sitting. I had the 45 in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to that couple that lost their son, I tell you what, I didn't need to preach no gospel to that woman. But when I embraced her for the 7th time and final time, she knew. She knew God wasn't done with her yet. So much peace in her. I tell you what, there's one thing to flap gums. There's a whole other thing to have anointing and power and freedom and recovering from, because that's so traumatic.
My whole thing out of that conversation, Josh, was after the fact when they said, how come we didn't know about you 2 years ago?
Right.
This cannot be the best kept secret. Keep talking. Keep talking. Everybody's got to keep sharing it out there. Whoever's hearing this, share it. It's a button. Share. Take 2 seconds. We got to keep doing it.
So you've been a long-standing member of the team, and I love it. But I was doing this for years before you joined.
Mm-hmm.
My tune hasn't changed.
Yep. Slowly but surely, we'll keep getting more people in so that more people can share it out, and that's what it takes, bit by bit.
So we started a virtual group on Saturdays where we do one-on-one. This is more disciple making, so it's showing men. It's us discipling building disciples on like a one-on-one, one-on-two. You can probably do 1-on-3, probably max. But then really it's to empower that person that you're continuously and you're showing them, and you're going through it with them. Then they would go and reach out to another guy, and and it would continue on in that way on a one-on-one basis. So I understand, and I hear what you guys are saying with those small conversations, because really it's the intimate ones that really help build the trust, and then over time, and sharing. And it's a little bit difficult to do in a large group setting in that way, at least with those in general feeling maybe uncomfortable to share or something like that. Now I know Brian's not uncomfortable to share at all, but it's beautiful. Testimony is so powerful. But yeah, so we are encouraging, really we'd like it to come through people we know, but we have been soliciting different men's groups online and things like that, just for anybody who's interested, who's looking for a community, and then loves talking about Jesus, and wants to grow and transform. So we do offer that every Saturday at 1.
Okay. Hold on here, brothers, because this just came to me. We've been blessed with our own TV channel, right?
Yep.
And I have been screaming, I need content. Josh, I would like you and Rich to spend some time together and figure out how we can build disciples via the Project Die Hard channel.
Okay.
That would be
That'd be
some great content to put on our channel. Don't you think, team?
Yes. You guys are amazing.
Yeah,
great.
yeah, Josh. I'll get you. I'll show you how we do it, and then I'd be definitely interested. I caught the tail end of how you were describing it, and I was so interested. So I'd love to hear how you guys are going about it.
Hey, same thing. Both of you guys, you still owe me 2 minutes.
Not me. Tell him so.
He's got, yeah.
Okay,
His is done. Beautiful.
His is done. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, brother. I got so many things in the fires. I'm like,
I worked hard on that 2 minutes.
It's impressive. I'm like,
I know, right? Like, that's my pride and joy right there.
It was tough.
Yeah, I don't know. I got hundreds of hours sitting out there on Go Christ, so I'll sit through something and cut you 2 minutes, I guess.
Well, it's who you are, what you
We got
do.
enough to fill the channel though for a month and a half, solid. So
nice.
Yeah,
I got maybe commercials. I don't got a whole. I got maybe a 30-second spot.
nice.
Well, again, I understand, brother, but here's something my marketing people tell me, right?
Mm-hmm.
If push comes to shove, I know that God would give me the foresight of what to put on that channel every day. But then marketing says they'll get tired of looking at you.
Yeah, I don't know. To see hundreds of millions of butts in seats every Sunday. I don't think that flies for Kingdom.
Yeah.
I think that's worldly marketing talking out there. Kazoo. You like that? It's like what I did, Kazoo.
Again, I take advice from everywhere. That's the whole point of seeking wisdom.
Yeah.
All right. And again, folks, we don't have to agree on anything. We don't. But I don't force my beliefs on anybody. So don't force yours on me. That's fair. When I say I'm looking for ministry partners, it's not about doctrine. It's about the kingdom.
So we're building a land navigation course that teaches folks land nav, right? But then at the end, it has the spiritual ties to whether different terrain features, different techniques like pace count or terrain association. And, so I may not be speaking, regeneration, reconciliation, sanctification, glorification, doctrine, right? But we're trying to shape it in a way that's practical enough for a man to be able to take it and do something with it.
Oh, brother, you passed the test. You're here. You're with us. Okay. The way you go about growing the kingdom is how God laid it on your heart. Okay. That I love your analogy. I'm just trying to figure out where do we put the land nav course on our properties.
Yeah, we got blessed the other day. So I'm part of the Chamber of Commerce here in Southern Virginia, but they started their own individual Christian small business group within the chamber, and then it brought all those business owners together. And then it's the guy who actually does the surveying for Richmond Airfield, for the airport there. I was like, hey, I don't have protractors, I don't have compasses, I need things like. He's like, listen, my company will donate it, and if they don't donate it, me and my wife will donate it. But he's long-standing and has contracts with the state, so I could just imagine as far as understanding, like looking at different pieces of land and being able to do some of that geospatial stuff to look at what's feasible, what's not. And
hey, tell them about us. I got 20 acres.
Yeah, for sure.
That.
Yeah.
Hey, I got 20 acres. And that's just the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, we're building a facility in every state. I can't wait to build one down where you're at. But by the time that happens, you're going to be retired.
Yeah. But what I told that small group was, since we're so small right now, like, let us be a library of support for you. So if there's something that you're doing, you're providing a resource for men to, it could be skill based. It doesn't always have to be faith based. It could be workout routine. It could be, if you provide, or a small business provides that sort of thing to better men, at least let us know, so we can be a repository, like I said, a library, and you guys would be a book in the library, and we catalog and promote those types of things. That's the easy button we can push right now. But it's all about,
brother, that's how we all work together.
yeah.
Okay. That's how we all work together. When I say we are a faith-based, scripture-led veteran nonprofit, yeah, we're faith-based.
Mhm.
I don't tell anybody you have to preach to bring hope to veterans. You're right, a workout program. As long as it betters the veteran's life, right? And it doesn't involve satanic things or
Mhm.
drugs or alcohol, let's talk.
Yeah.
You guys do the men stuff. That's great.
Yeah.
I'm here to remind you, we have sisters out there too.
Yep.
Okay. We
Just can't offer that to them right now. This would be the show though for them though.
I got it. But
Yeah.
again, that's where sharing the mission,
Mm-hmm.
telling people, hey, reach out to them at least. That's how we bring in more resource partners. And that's how we grow this podcast. That's how we grow the channel. That's how we grow facilities. I am so blessed that Southpaw Bar and Grill in Murfreesboro, Illinois has joined our Club 22. Outstanding. Well, do you really want to know what the discussion was with the owner when I said that? When I asked him to join? The little Club 22 logo that's going to go on his front door.
Mm-hmm.
He knows the rule that if anybody is wearing a Project Die Hard logoed merchandise in his establishment and they order an alcoholic beverage, they are denied service. And I get a phone call immediately.
That's funny.
No, that's my rule.
Yeah,
okay?
I know. Yeah, I'm with you.
That's my rule. There's no drugs or alcohol allowed in our mission because Scripture tells me not to lead my brother into temptation. That's the base reason why.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you want to dive into that? I know that drowning your demons with alcohol doesn't work. I tried it.
Yeah, I had so I served with in the DC Guard about 10 years ago, before I went active, and there's an old E40. I was a PL, and as of like 8 months ago, she had reached out. She's like, "Hey, like your messages." I still had her on Facebook from 10 years, right? And she's like, "Hey, your messages, like they really helped me out." She just messaged me. I was like, "Yeah, whenever, just reach out whenever, right? Whenever you need anything." So it was this last Sunday before we were going to service. She called me. She's like, I need something. I need a word. I need prayer. I need something. I'm 45 days sober, and I need, whether it's be addiction or people around me or temptation or whatever. I just need something. And then and there's so many layers to that, how God was working, and how um it was. I got to bring my wife over and my son, and we just sat there and we just prayed for her on the phone, and it was like the spirit was working, like is he was being glorified in that moment amongst everybody, and it was just like not worthy to be being able to do that, but then working through us to do it. It's just like all these different things happening in that one moment. And yeah, when Josh is talking about prayer and you're talking about addiction, it can't, I don't know whether I don't know whether she relapsed in that, right after that. I don't know any of that, but that, and you have confidence and encouragement that the spirit is working in people, and it's happening right there at that moment, because it's nothing but evidence for that. And it's for them, for me and my family, and I get to share that story with you all and for you all as well. And it's very powerful when you make yourself available and tell, and they know what you stand for, right? And you stand firm in your faith, and you're together, striving side by side in one mind. And it's just, I don't know. Yeah, I get it though. I get it. And it's such an honor.
Again, brother, if she needs, give her my number.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll tell everybody I'm a recovering alcoholic.
Yeah,
we're never cured. Okay, I fight those demons every day. When I get the big days of, like, what was it, last Thursday? Seven in one day I got notified of. Don't you think that demon was screaming in my mind? Just drown it away. Just a little sip, man, and you won't remember it. That's the whole point. That's what we're all here to do. Lift up the kingdom and save veterans' lives.
Yeah, and you get to be that evidence to tell them that God saved you from addiction, so it could save them too. It's one thing to be addicted and then tell somebody that God could save you from addiction, right? But then to be living proof of being saved and free of that, that just better equips you for your mission, and he knows that.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Again, brother, I'm not shy about telling anybody about my life. The ups, the downs, the sideways. Okay. I'm not. All right, Sue, what else we got?
Yeah, we are up against the clock. It is time for us to say goodnight for today. We are here every week though, and we always close with a brief message here of hope for our veterans. So Joshua, you want to go ahead and start tonight?
Yeah, surely. I alluded to disciplines early on, and just like picking up drugs and alcohol or picking up porn addiction, picking up anything, whatever that is, getting great at marksmanship, it all requires discipline. And so the beauty is every day that you get up, you have a brand new slate. You have the opportunity to choose differently than yesterday you. And if you can pick one thing, one little discipline, tweak it, commit to it, fall forward with it. Next week, pick another thing. Next week, pick another thing. The dividends stack like you cannot possibly believe. And I talked about my brother, Matthew. When he shows up, and we'll see if we can get him on the podcast, give his full blown testimony to it. It's just on the other side of that dark valley, as long as you don't be walking around with fear, you will come through the other side. Don't fear the evil. Walk through it. Pick one thing, attack the hill. We'll see you next week.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Joshua. Always appreciate you. Kurt, I'm going to pass it to you next.
Just ask. The premise of life, you don't get what you don't ask for. We deal with it a little bit being part of the leadership team, the team here at Project Die Hard, and the same goes for every moment in life. And, leaning into that, we need to go through life with others, others. So the idea is just pick a person, pick a group, pick somebody, pick something, and to be with people, groups, organizations, whatever it is, where you can ask for what you need, for whether it's the pain you're dealing with, the, losses in life, the, mental strife, whatever it is that you're going through, just ask. So I offer you my phone number to call and text 260. Email address URT at projectdiehard.org. Just ask. Ask Kurt. Ask somebody. Ask here at Project Die Hard. Ask somewhere. Just ask, and you'll be what happens when you make yourself available, to interact, to have somebody come in and offer something to you, and then also think about what you can offer. Come here and let us know what you can offer, and let other people in your life know what you can offer, and determine these things and make it happen. Sue, back to you.
Excellent. And ironically, it blanked out just at that moment. That's 262-372-1754 is Kurt's number. So Brian, I'm going to pass it to you next.
Okay. Brothers and sisters, the demons are screaming this time of year. I hear them. You hear them. Don't listen to them. I don't. But it still doesn't mean that I don't hear them. Okay? You're going to hear these demons forever and ever. But through determination and God's grace and blessings, they become like little gnats. That's it. They become like little gnats buzzing around your ears. You all know the ones you were downrange in Afghanistan or Iraq. You're always like, ah, right? We all know that. But that's what the demons become. Those little annoying gnats. They have no power. They have none. Don't listen to them. Just like Kurt said, ask. Ask. Yes, we're all here. You can ask. But I want to tell you the one person you need to ask. That's Jesus Christ. You need to ask him. You need to ask him. I know, right? I know what I need. Lord, provide it. Back to you, Sue.
Awesome. And Richard, I want to pass it to you.
Yeah, Brian, just echo that. So God shows his love for us in that while we are still sinners, Christ died for us. And one thing I'm seeing with a lot of folks is that we're putting our hope into perishable things instead of eternal things. So when you put your hope in eternal things, those things won't be taken away from you. You could put your hope in your family and your wife and your legacy and all those things can be taken away from you, and then ultimately you will have no purpose in life, and you'll continuously to put your hope in things that can be taken away. But if you put your hope in eternal things, those things last forever, and so you can find real purpose in life in that way. So that's my message of hope. Put it in eternal things.
Excellent. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. I love all the contributions here. And I know we got another ambassador joining us in the background here. Mark is here as well. Thank you for joining us, Mark. I'm just going to quickly say to all those listening, God's not done with you yet. You've got a mission here I don't know what your mission is, but I can help you figure that out. We can do things together. That's what it's all about, is stick around and figuring it out. You got this. So we are here every Monday night. You know it. Find us 6:30 p.m. Central right here next week. Same time, same place. Until then, as always, we thank you.